We are less than 2 years away from voice search being half of all searches that people do on the internet. That is right, 50%. Latest ComScore report, I think, is a real bombshell report that they put out that basically says that within a year and a half, less than 2 years from now, 50% of all searches will not be done by people typing things into a phone, typing things into a computer. 50% of searches they predict are going to be people searching by voice. So, what the heck are us businesses to do to capitalize on that and to get ready for that means a few different things. So, first, starting out, one thing that's really important to realize is that when people do voice search, a majority of it is obviously into their cell phone. And when they do the voice search, it pretty much operates the same way that the search engines do already. If they do a voice search into Google, they'll talk into the phone, and then the results page, the first page of Google, will pop up the same way as it currently does, as if they already typed something in. So they'll be able to, scroll down, look at different websites, click on a website, and it's pretty much the same old, same old. So that's not going to be changing at all. I think what is really important is what's going to be changing for search engine optimization. There was another report that was put out. I forget the research firm that said this, but 41% of people polled that have the any type of voice assistant, Siri, Cortana, OK Google, Alexa, any of the smart assistants that are out there that use voice search. The people that own them that were polled said that 41% of them felt like they were talking to a person or talking to a friend. Basically means that they're having a conversation. So the really important takeaway is that when people are using voice search, they're not going taxi LAX. They're not doing like contractor Boston. They're not doing like 2 words. Like when you talk to your friend or your coworker, you're not using like 1 or 2 words when you're communicating. You're using multiple words. You're being more specific. You're saying things like, "I need a delivery going from Dallas to Fort Worth," or you could even be more specific than that. You could be like, "I need medical equipment to be hot shot from Dallas to Albany or Albany to Abilene." Sorry about that, Texas. I need a hot shot delivery of medical equipment from Dallas to Abilene, Texas. You could have somebody that's being as specific as that. So the really important takeaway here with search engine optimization is that it's all about the long tail specific keywords, because there's going to be, as of right now, the short words get searched for the most because people don't have to type, as much stuff in. But as they use voice search, what's going to happen is you're going to have more and more people using these really specific keywords because they're talking rather than typing. So for those of you that are doing search engine optimization, whether it's through somebody else or it's through with us with Custom Wave, it's all about having as much content for these specific keywords as possible, because within the next few years there's going to be a real uptick of people that are actually like searching for this, for these really specific keywords. What else does it mean when you're doing advertising? It's really important to have a really big keyword list. I know that Google likes to say like, oh, you only need like 50 keywords in your list, and if you're using Broadmatch, you're going to have everything covered. The data, the data that we see doesn't say that. The data that we have shows that the more keywords you have, basically the lower you pay per click. So the more keywords, the more specific keywords, long tail keywords you have in the advertising account, as long as your click-through rates and quality score are decent, the more you have, the more people that you're going to be able to get to your website per dollar. So what's another real big voice search headline that I saw also in terms of why the voice search stuff is so important? 3 times as many people doing voice search are have local intent versus just some non-local intent. So basically what it means is that if you have 100 people that are out there that are searching, you're gonna I messed up the stat there. Three times basically would mean that for every 100 people that you have doing a voice search, you're going to have 300 people doing a local voice search. You're going to have 3 times more people when they're doing voice search. They have local intent versus not local intent. So you could be like doing a voice search like, hey, like what's the weather in my area today? Or you could be doing another search like what movies are coming out this weekend. There's going to be searches like that are out there that don't have local intent, that are not looking for local businesses. But you're going to have 3 times as more voice searches that are out there that do have local intent. What's the nearest steakhouse in my area? You could be my car broke down. I think it's the brakes. Could be something else. Where's the closest auto repair shop or brake repair specialist in my area? The search could literally be that long. It could literally be like that long of a search. So you're going to have more. The voice search is important because 3 times as much is going to be for local small business. So the voice search is a big deal. By 2020, within less than 2 years, 50% of all searches, half of all searches, that's a really big deal. And obviously, ComScore didn't include this in the report, but common sense would say that if 50% of all searches are going to be voice search, I asked myself, what's the percentage of people accessing the internet now and accessing search by device? What percentage of it is going to be through the cell phone versus the computer? Is it going to, in 2 years from now, is it going to be 70% of all searches are going to be done by the cell phone versus a computer? 70% cell phone, 30% computer? Is it going to be 80%, 20%? Like, it could really be, especially like for local business, it could really be something crazy like 80% cell phone, 20% computer. So for all of you out there that do not have a mobile website, that their website doesn't really show up that well on the cell phone, you're leaving money on the table. People are going to your website and they're not able to navigate well. They're not able to go on different pages that well. The website it's not simple, it's not easy to use, and they're clicking back and they're going to the next website that they're seeing on Google. So mobile really important, voice search really important. That trend's only going to continue, so we all better be prepared for it.